Well, I finally did it. Despite being a lifelong tech nerd, I've never actually owned a smartwatch until now, because I recently just bought the brand new Samsung Galaxy Watch 4. In fact, I got this on launch day, before any reviews even hit my YouTube feed. So that was definitely a very risky move for me to buy this, but hey, I really wanted to finally play around with a smartwatch, and also, kind of have a channel that I have to upload videos about tech about, so I decided to pull the trigger. And as you can see, it does look pretty sexy, even on my tiny malnourished wrists. And there's definitely a lot to be hyped about for this watch, seeing how Samsung are really trying to make it an unmissable experience, because none of the previous 3 watches they released were very, competitive or revolutionary. So what are my first impressions of my very first smartwatch and such a big move for Samsung? Honestly, really positive. The thing itself looks pretty sexy, and as you can see here, I went for the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 non-classic gold version. Now the main reason I did go for the gold one is because, well, I already have a golden Note 20 Ultra, and I do have golden Galaxy Buds Live, so I didn't really want to ruin that theme. But whatever, it gets the job done, and also I purchased an additional strap that isn't as, pink. And I gotta say that these hybrid leather straps that they offer are really good. Super high quality, they look great, but hey, they're really an option extra. If you just want to stick with the normal strap, it's pretty decent as well. Keep in mind that you can't exactly pick and choose what strap they sell you with your watch. So if you get the gold one, you get a pink strap. If you get the black one, you get a black strap, etc. and etc. And using the watch itself is also pretty straightforward. I just go like this, the watch activates, and I can see exactly what time is, and also whatever else I want, because the face of the watch is entirely customizable. There's tons of pre-made faces, and you can customize a lot of details in them, which is awesome. And I also found that the navigation is also, for the most part, pretty easy. You just slide down to get all the apps, slide up to get settings, and then slide left and right to go between all the various main features of the watch, so that's pretty cool. Do keep in mind that, especially with a non-classic one where you don't have the little dial to move around, I mean, this is gonna get fingerprints on it very, very fast, so get ready for your beautiful watch to get ruined very quickly. Now on to some more annoying first impressions. Firstly, it requires you to enter a pin way too often. If it loses sight of your phone for just a second, or if it just hasn't been used, it requires you to re-enter the pin. Even right now, I can't do anything until I re-enter the pin, even though it is currently synced up with Bluetooth with my phone, which is right here and active. So I have no idea why. And pressing small numbers on this small of a screen can be a pain, especially if you have bigger hands and fingers. Thankfully I don't, but it is still a very big pain. And I'm honestly surprised they didn't make this process much smoother by adding in a fingerprint sensor. I mean, come on, this thing can already track so many things about your body, but they couldn't add a fingerprint sensor to the main home button. Another thing I should probably point out is that it literally came with a little scratch up top. As you can see, there's a bit of paint missing. Nothing that some very fine and precise work with black nail polish couldn't fix, but still kind of a very annoying thing. I guess I could have probably used some limited warranty to get it replaced, but whatever, I didn't want to cause a fuss. And not only that, but in the time I've been using it, it developed another small scratch down here. So that's definitely a big minus. And it's gonna be especially a problem for you if you go for the non-classic compared to the classic. Because with the classic, you at least have the dial to protect it from oncoming objects, because they'll just collide with the dial instead of the screen itself. But here, the screen is the main point of contact, so yeah, you have to be very, very careful with it. And as far as complaints, that's pretty much the only one I have right now. It really is a overall good smartwatch from what I've seen so far. And the battery is great, the price is actually pretty decent, but going forward, my main concern is that there really isn't too much there yet for me to justify buying it, even though I could probably benefit from its various health features, because let's be honest, I'm not the healthiest person in the world, as you can probably tell just by looking at me. But I really wish that these companies would stop making that one the main feature sets of the watches. People have Fitbits for that. If you want to have a really good smartwatch that stands out, give it features that people who aren't athletes or people who don't have to track their health that much can also greatly benefit from. Because for me, they're just more like gimmicks. Yes, it's awesome it can track your sleep, but what does it really mean for me? Yes, it's pretty awesome it can read my body composition, But what is it gonna do? Just depress me? And yes, it's awesome, I can look down and see how many steps I took, but I can already do that on my phone anyway. Pretty much the only thing it can do that I'm really thankful for so far is its integration with my Galaxy Buds Live, because it allows you to very quickly turn on and off active noise cancelling and also touch commands on the earbuds themselves, which is pretty great because it's always annoying when you try to adjust your earbuds and then you accidentally pause the music instead or something, and you have to delve deep into the app on your phone to disable that normally. So it's great, I can just literally look at my wrist and do it then and there. So it's far from perfect, but what is? It's still great, but I'm still worried that long term it definitely won't provide me much value, but we just have to wait and see. But should you buy it? Well, thankfully I'm gonna have a full review of this watch coming in the next few days, so definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it, because you definitely do not want to miss that video. It's gonna be awesome. But hey, if you want to help me to break even after buying this, just to make a few videos about it that I know will never break even, then maybe check out my Patreon, because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping my channel, and it allows you to make way better videos and videos on way more interesting topics. Like videos like these would simply not be possible without Patreon. I'd also like to thank my existing patrons Gavin Burns, Orion, OKB, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lance B, and Common Gauge Clothing. Thank you guys so much, support truly goes a long way. Down there you're also going to find our Amazon associates links if you want to pick up this watch yourself. Plus also down is our Discord server if you want to talk to me or others about this or pretty much whatever else you want to talk about. As long as it's in the Discord TOS, of course. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.